Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi on Facebook and YouTube, and hi on Instagram. We are live today for today's Live and Learn. I am Yentl Lega, holistic dietitian and stress therapist for women with autoimmune and chronic conditions. And because this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, I will be coming on here every Wednesday for a tip on how to stay sane and positive during a pandemic. So before I get started on today's tip, tell me, how have you been able to stay in touch with those you love during this crazy time? I know that we are right now in a time of having to be physically distant. We have been hearing the term social distancing so much already. It's kind of become a norm for most of us. So how are you staying connected with those you love during this time? And I will share with you all. I have my homie Nomi here with me today, and one of the ways that my family and I have been able to stay connected is doing more FaceTime calls. So something that has been really interesting about this time is that we are definitely getting very creative with how we celebrate certain occasions and how we stay connected with those that we care about. And I've been hearing so many great ideas, and I'm going to share with you one that was truly very special to my husband and I. So we have a couple that are friends of ours, and they will be having a baby this month. And they reached out to us. They sent us a little care package, and they told us, don't open it. Let us know when you have it, and we'll do a Zoom call together so we open it together. And the nice surprise was that they sent us these shirts. So it says the Godmother and one for my husband that says the Godfather. And it had a little onesie. I probably should have brought it up here. I'm upstairs in my office. I probably should have brought it up here for you to see, but it says, will you be my godparents? So it's a little onesie from the baby to be asking us to be godparents, and we did it. We opened the package and they got our genuine reaction live through a Zoom call. So that was truly very special, and it's been really nice to see how families and loved ones have been staying connected with each other through very creative ways. So that is what the tip for today is to practice physical distancing. She's staring at me. Physical distancing and not social distancing. So like I mentioned earlier, social distancing has become part of our vocabulary lately. I think we should rephrase that because it can very easily lead to social isolation. So the very important thing during this time of physical distancing is to change up the ways that we stay connected with our family or with our loved ones. So one of those things is to try to turn your calls more into video calls. You know, I know with Apple we have FaceTime, and I believe WhatsApp also has a video calling thing, and there's just so many different apps out there. There's Zoom that you can use. You don't need any particular phone for either, just like WhatsApp. So there's so many ways that we can turn a call to a video chat, a quick video call. You could also use something like Marco Polo. Marco Polo has been something that ever since I moved over here, I used to live in South Florida. I now live in Central Florida for the past couple years now. And since we moved, since we don't have a lot of family and friends up here, we stay connected through Marco Polo. Marco Polo makes it so much easier because sometimes you think, well, if I have to video call someone, I don't know if they're gonna have the same time that I do to be able to be on a video call together. So Marco Polo, you can send a video message, and you can send it to a group or you can send it to just one person. There's no limit on the video, how long the video is. So you can send a video to someone you care about, and then the video stays there for them to watch at their time, and then they can respond with a video back, and then you can watch it at your time. So seeing people's faces, it really helps you to feel closer to them, helps you to feel like they're right there with you as opposed to, yes, hearing their voices is awesome too. If you have no other way to be able to connect but just through a voice call, then by all means do that. But just seeing a face makes you feel like you're so much closer and less alone. So do make use of those tools that you have to see the faces of those you love. Other really unique ways that people that I know, patients that I've worked with that have shared with me as well, ways that they've stayed connected with their families is they'll have happy hours with family members or even coworkers. I've done that. We had like a happy hour with my coworkers through a Zoom call, and some of us even, sat there and had our drink of choice, while we were chatting. So you could do like lunch dates as well. Why wait? I've been hearing a lot of people say, well, when this is over, we should, go grab lunch together, or when this is over, we should meet up. Why wait? Make the date where you can meet up even virtually, and even just that alone can help you feel less alone. And it's so important during this time to reach out to those that live alone, no matter the age, no matter if you feel like, oh, they're young, they should be okay, I'm sure they're fine. Don't dismiss the fact that they're young or just are not a high risk, because living alone and being in social isolation isn't healthy. We've seen a rise of that with the pandemic, and a rise of depression and anxiety, and these are things that can lead to a lot of mental health conditions that we end up having to deal with on our own, especially during this time, because it's already hard without the pandemic to reach out and talk to someone, a professional even. So imagine now. So make it a point too to reach out to those that live alone, that you know of, whether they're single, young and single, or whether they're older. Reach out to them, send them a quick text to check in on them, give them a call, and if you can, do a video chat with them, just for them to see someone's face. So that is today's tip. I know it seems so simple, but definitely, turn more of your calls to video calls. Send, schedule fun dates. There have been people that have done game nights through Zoom or through video chats. So let me know in the comments, what are some ways that you have been staying in touch with those that you love? And remember to practice, again, physical distance, but not social distance. I'll be back here again next week. It'll be at 7 as well for another tip for Mental Health Awareness Month, especially during this time of the pandemic. And how I mentioned last time, our mental health, our self-care is twofold. It's not just inner work, it's social work. So this week we are focusing on that, staying connected in any way we can virtually with the people that we love. So I hope you all stay safe, continue to take the precautions that we need to. And if you or someone you know needs help and needs to speak to someone, please reach out to the National Prevention Lifeline. I have the phone number in the description in YouTube and Facebook. And for those of you on IG, there's also the crisis text line. That's available 24/7 for free by just texting 741-741. So thank you again, everyone, for your time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and stay tuned for next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the next tip. Bye, everybody.